So when people start cleaning companies, they make a bunch of mistakes, right? And rightfully so. If you start any business or any new thing for that matter, you gonna make some mistakes. And so I just wrote down a list of 10 things just to tell you to avoid these 10 things. Now, obviously, there could be other mistakes out there, but I said I'm just gonna make a list of 10 to help you out. 10 big ones that just came to my mind. So here we go. I'm gonna list them all first, and then I'll go back and I'll reiterate all of the different things. So I know some people just want to get to it. You know what I mean? So I'll list them all first, and then we'll go back and we'll break down each one of these that I wrote down here. But before we get into it, let me just let you know, I am AJ Simmons, and I'm founder of the Clean Biz Network. As you can see all over everywhere you look is Clean Biz Network logos, right? But anyway, and I'm the founder of Clean Biz Network, and I'm also the cleaning business GOAT. Nobody been on this YouTube thing doing this longer than me, helping people as much as I've helped with the amount of videos that I've helped. And I've helped so many people all across the world build six-figure and $1 million cleaning companies. So definitely stay locked in. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this list. Number 1, you don't get cleaning experience first. All right. Number 2, you don't get mentorship. Number 3, you expect it to be easy. Number 4, you don't expect to clean. Right? Y'all think y'all just gonna do this and not ever clean. All right. Number 5, you don't manage or lead well. Number 6, you don't manage your books. Number 7, you treat it like it's a stepchild. And we're gonna break that down. Number 8, you buy cheap supplies. Number 9, you don't create systems. And number 10, you're not a student of business. All right, so let's go ahead and break these down real quick. So the first one I said was you don't get cleaning experience. I don't know anybody that comes into this industry just without absolutely no cleaning experience. And again, my background is in commercial cleaning, so I typically, when I'm talking, I'm speaking specifically to commercial cleaning owners. However, this can apply for the residential side as well, but mostly it's going to apply. I'm really going to be speaking from a commercial cleaning standpoint. All right. And so most of y'all don't get commercial cleaning experience first. And so therefore you just get into a building and you be lost. It's taking you way more time than it should for you to clean. You don't know what's included in the clean versus what's not. You know what I mean? So for example, with commercial cleaning, typically we don't clean microwaves. That's extra. We don't clean inside of refrigerators. That's extra. You know what I mean? Certain things that we don't do. We typically are not going to be dusting blinds every single visit. You know what I mean? Those are usually like bi-weekly services or monthly services, or you might not even include it at all, and it could be just extra deep clean up charges. But typically in your routine cleaning for commercial cleaning, it's certain things that we just don't do, and it's certain things that we know how to do faster than the average person would know how to do. And the only way to really learn that is if you get cleaning experience first. Now, how do you get cleaning experience? Well, you can do a couple different things. I know for me, I bought into a franchise. I don't really recommend that route anymore, but it's still, a route that you can take. Another way that you can do that I do recommend is just subcontract for other cleaning companies. Go work for another cleaning company that has already been doing this thing. Go ahead and set up your business, because if you know you want to open a business, then go ahead and work for another cleaning company as a subcontractor, not as an employee. That way you can still start generating some money through your business. The company will pay you through your business. You still can get tax deductions and all of that as a business owner, but you'll be learning the ropes, learning how to clean, and these OGs in the game can show you how to do it. And that was how I learned most of my cleaning. Like, I started with a franchise, but I really started subbing for other cleaning companies, and that's when I really learned how to clean. You know what I mean? So definitely get you some cleaning experience first. Start subbing under people and figure out, you know what I mean? There's companies out here that will let you buy into a subcontracting program. There's also companies out here that will let you just subcontract them for free. You know what I mean? It just depends. But a lot of times the ones that you buy into, they usually have a real strict training system and certification system that they can put you through. So don't be afraid of those as well. You can put a little bread up. That's a part of entrepreneurship. You got to make an investment, all right? But that'll be the first thing, is you definitely need to get some cleaning experience going, all right? The next thing is you don't get any mentorship. And it's like, I know, AJ, I'm the guy. You know, my company, we sell mentorship. You know what I mean? So it's like, of course, AJ, you're going to say that because you want to sell your stuff. And quite frankly, that's not why I'm saying it. I got to be honest with you. As a matter of fact, you can start with Clean Biz Network for free. So if you want to start, go to www.cleanbiznetwork.com and then put in the code challenge at checkout. All capital letters, all right? And at the discount code area, when you're checking out, put in the word challenge, you can start for free. So I'm not really trying to sell you anything. I'm just telling you the truth. After being in business for so long and realizing, you know what? Every single person that's made it and has been successful always has some type of mentorship or guidance. I had multiple different mentors throughout my years. First, it was a guy named Pops, who that was where I kind of got my start in the business, learning how to clean and just knowing that it was possible. Then it went to a lady named Miss Madonna Grace. She showed me about how to subcontract to other people, taught me a lot about the ins and outs of working franchises and stuff like that. She also taught me how to clean. Then I moved on to Mr. Hardy. He really taught me a lot about cleaning and getting detailed with the dusting and hot dusting and cobwebs. I always thought that, the cobwebs weren't included. Then he showed me, no, you got to get that. He showed me how, if there's a computer desk up in in the corners, and how I need to go behind that computer monitor and get the dust behind that computer monitor over there. Then I came across companies like the janitorial store and online stuff that taught me, you know what I mean? Okay, bam. Hey, this is the forms you're going to need to fill out. This is how you price a job, et cetera, right? So you definitely need some type of mentorship, and that's why Clean Biz Network exists, to help more people know how to do this stuff independently. All right, we got bidding calculators, proposal generators, and we also got the training to show you how to do this stuff like a professional would. All right, so definitely get you some type of mentorship. And if you want to get mentorship from my company, you go to cleanbiznetwork.app. All right, the next one is, you expect it to be easy. I always say I take a little bit of credit for this part, is because I definitely do a lot of interviews on my channel. I get a lot of testimonials on my channel and people doing 10 grand a month, 15 grand a month, 50 grand a month. I mean, the success stories are limitless over here on this channel, right? Because we helped a lot of people. But the problem is, with those success stories, people sometimes get hypnotized with those big monthly, gross numbers. And what they overlook a lot of times in those stories, though, as I'm interviewing these people, they talk about a lot of hardship. They talk about how some of these people said they went days, without sleeping. Some of these people said that they worked 12-hour days. Some of these people said that they, they might have lost their car, or the car got repoed. There's a lot of struggle that goes into it too. You know what I mean? So sometimes people come in and think it's just going to be easy, but it's like, depending on how things go for you, it might not be. You know what I mean? And business typically is not that easy. That's why everybody doesn't do it. It takes a lot, especially mentally. It's mentally draining and taxing. And then speaking of taxing, you got to pay your taxes. So it's like, there's a lot that you got to learn as a business owner, and you just got to keep going through it. So do not come in here thinking it's just going to be easy. Sometimes all your people could quit on you one day, and it's like, oh man, what are you going to do? How are you going to handle this situation? You know what I mean? So being a CEO, a lot of times, just simply putting fires out, managing personalities. And so don't always think it's going to be easy just because it's not a job. It's definitely going to be some work, and you got to be able to hustle, and you got to be able to work without direct supervision. And you know what I mean? And nobody clapping for you when you do things good. And then you might not even get immediate repercussions when you do things bad. But over time, the results will definitely show whether you were doing what you're supposed to do or not. So, I mean, that was number 3. You don't expect that. Don't expect it to be easy. That's a mistake a lot of people make. The next thing is this. It kind of go hand in hand. People don't expect to clean. We got all of these new gurus coming out. They popping up left and right, and they telling you that you can start a remote cleaning company. Now, as I've looked into them, a lot of those people are residential. I'm not speaking on that. If that's what they got for you and they can show you how to do that, awesome for them. But I'm telling you now, if you think you're going to do that as a commercial cleaning business owner and you're never going to clean, think again. And a lot of those gurus that just selling that, I've seen them sell that to get you in the door and then turn around and get you once you get in their group, or if you catch them on a live, they actually come clean and admit, yeah, I done some cleaning. Well, yeah, I had to do it one time because somebody called out. So it's like, listen, is it really that remote then? You know what I mean? So it's like, again, it goes back to, like, stop thinking that you're never going to clean. You're going to have to get your hands dirty here and there when you're starting it off. Now, once you get big enough, you'll never have to clean a day in your life because you got so many systems in place. You got so many people in place. Y'all can afford to kind of lose a contract if you got to. You know what I mean? But there's certain things that'll be in place that you don't have to ever clean again. But then if you small, yeah, you're probably going to have to do some cleaning. Get over that. You know what I mean? So if you think you're coming in this and you're never going to touch a broom, never touch a backpack vacuum, never touch a duster, never touch a cloth to wipe down with, then think again. All right? Next thing is people don't learn to manage or lead well. As I started growing my company, I started, listening to audiobooks by John C. Maxwell, Leadership Gold, and all of this type of stuff. I was researching videos on YouTube about management and leadership. And I'm talking about these was videos with views that like 200 people only saw. And they speaking at somebody college somewhere. You know what I mean? But it was stuff that was helping me. I'm listening to books specifically on management, specifically on leadership. And a lot of us don't develop these skills and learning how to manage people and their different personalities. And then we get lost and we can't keep people on board because you never learn how to hone your skills. You know what I mean? Some of us are too passive aggressive and it turns your employees off or your subcontractors off. Some of us are too much of a micromanager and it turns your employees off or your subcontractors off and people don't want to work with you. You know what I mean? So you got to learn how to deal with the different personalities and also learn how to adapt because as time goes on, people change. Millennials are looking for specific things. You know, the baby boomers were looking for certain things. Gen X looks for certain things. Generation, whatever these new people, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, right? But all different people, most of the generations in particular, they usually fall in line with most of the same beliefs. But you also got to learn how to see what people want individually and learn how you can best cater each other and work together to make it a conducive work environment for people. So make sure you're honing your management and leadership skills, all right? The other mistake people make is you don't manage your books. And I can't stress this one enough. If you don't have your books in order, when I say books, I'm talking about your accounting, your numbers. If you're not tracking every single transaction, every single dime that you spend, every single dime that your company makes has to be accounted for in some type of software accounting system, all right? And I will recommend not using Google Sheets, okay? Like really do real accounting, all right? So you're going to need a software like waveapps.com or quickbooks.com, something like that. QuickBooks is the more popular one. However, Wave Apps is free to start. All right. And that's why in the Clean Biz Network, I train people to use Wave Apps getting started because it's free. And I want you to start your company as lean as possible. We want to pay for as little as we possibly can getting started with our companies. Right. So make sure your book's in order. And then make sure you're looking for, like, you find a good vetted CPA to do your taxes. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, when I first started in business, I was doing my own taxes because I did my own taxes before I was a business owner. And it was good because I learned the ins and outs. I learned about the different terms like chart of accounts. I learned how to read a profit and loss sheet, a balance sheet, and all this type of stuff. So it is good to learn how to do the stuff on your own. And I teach you how to do that in my cleaning business course, right? But eventually, as you grow, you're definitely going to want to hire a professional CPA to do these things for you, all right? Eventually, you graduate and you can afford to hire a bookkeeper. But in the beginning, you should do it so you can learn it, all right? But definitely, whatever you do it. And a lot of cleaning business owners do not do it. They just simply clean, and that's all they focus on. And they never have their books in order. Sometimes they even forget to send the invoices and stuff. And it's like if you got an organized system, really the invoices can send themselves. You know what I mean? But anyway, make sure you keep your books in order. That's a huge one that people mess up on. All right. Another mistake people make, mistake number 7, is you treat it like a stepchild. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that, first off, for all my stepkids up here, don't take it to heart. I know everybody extra sensitive these days. That's just an old phrase. All right, I don't mean nothing personal about it. But anyway, when I say they treat it like a stepchild, what I mean is, like, for example, people will start a cleaning company, and then they'll also start like a little e-commerce business or something on the side. And then the cleaning business could be making all of the money, but then when they go to introduce themselves, they say, "Oh, yeah, I got a cleaning business, but what I really do is," and then they talk about this other thing that ain't even making no money, all because you so ashamed that your company is a cleaning company. Like, you want to say something fancy. You know what I mean? I went through that too. Like, I knew a guy, one of my homeboys, shout out to him. He owns the company Tally and Twine, which is a watch company. Make sure you check them out, tallyandtwine.com. Free publicity. That's my guy. But anyway, he had, like, that's way more cooler. You know what I mean? He's like, dang, when somebody asks, well, what kind of company do you own? We own a watch company. And it's like, wow, really, a watch company? You know what I mean? Especially as a black person, you don't see too many black people owning a watch company, right? Versus if I say a cleaning company, yeah, who hasn't owned a cleaning company, right? But it's like, no, stop treating it like that, because guess what? This cleaning industry can make you way more money than almost every other industry that you could think of that you could start a business in. You know what I mean? This is a huge industry, and I'm talking about hundreds of millions of dollars can be made by one company in this industry. You know what I mean? This is a multi-billion-dollar industry. So it's like, actually, I think it's in the trees. I can't remember. But anyway, it's a big industry. And I encourage you to get out, like, go fully invest in this company. Don't treat it like it's just some afterthought or like it's just some side hustle. You can get as rich as you want to within the cleaning industry, and I'm not exaggerating at all. Go to these big industry trade shows and conferences and stuff within this industry and meet these people. There are real live people in the commercial cleaning industry, in cleaning industry in general, that is getting real money, life-changing money. I'm talking about third generation owners and stuff that pass it through their family because their companies are so big. You will be amazed. So go all in, like, treat it. If this is a business that you're going to do, treat it like it really can get you everything you want, because it really can. All right? Don't treat it like it's just some, oh, this is a little side thing that you got to be embarrassed of. Stand on it. You know what I mean? Open up your mouth and let people know that this was what you got. You know what I mean? And go all in on it. All right? Next thing. People make the mistake of buying cheap supplies. Again, this is mostly geared to commercial, but you will be judged if somebody look at your cleaning cart or your cleaning trash can with the little pouch on the side that's hauling your supplies and stuff in it. If you got dollar store spray in there, if you got little baby looking like house cleaning mops on there, they gonna judge you, and it ain't gonna be in a good way. You need commercial grade products and supplies. You need commercial grade mops with microfiber, all right, heads on them. You need commercial grade cloths, commercial grade cleaning chemicals. You want stuff that's actually strong enough to clean these places, all right? And people will judge you. If it does not look like a janitorial cart and it look like somebody, you know what I mean, cleaning a house with, it ain't gonna work. We don't want to see no Fabuloso in no commercial account. I'm just gonna tell you now. We don't want to see that. Bleach also is frowned upon in the commercial cleaning industry. Get you some other type of disinfectant, right? Some industry grade, some commercial cleaning disinfectant. But we don't really mess with bleach over here. We don't mess with Fabuloso. None of that type of awesome, you know what I mean? Nothing that you can get at the dollar store. You need to find a janitorial supply company. Go get commercial grade stuff. All right? So don't waste don't cheat yourself on cleaning supplies. The ninth mistake that people make is they don't create systems. And if you don't create systems, then yeah, that it ain't gonna work. And when I say systems, I'm talking about like actual steps, actual guidelines, actual like procedures that you're gonna do for everything. So for example, you ain't got a system for bidding, you just pulling out numbers out your ass. That ain't gonna work. You're gonna fail doing that. You got to be consistent with your pricing. You need to know why you're charging what you're charging. How much does it actually cost to provide the service? To how much profit do you need on top of that? You know what I mean? You need to have a system for that. So that's why with the Clean Business Network membership, we provide you with bidding calculators. So that way you can be consistent. You know, well, I'm charging this because it costs me X based on this, and then I need profit, and this is what we need right here. So this is why we're charging that. Versus you just walked in the business and say, oh, we can knock this for you for about 500. And it's like, you don't even know why you said that. You just came up with a random number. And you assuming based off of what you think you can get. And it's like, don't think. You got to know based off of real numbers. Other things when it comes to systems. You don't have a real email address. Like, you should have a real website with a real email address that's attached to that website. You know what I mean? Like, get yourself together. You know what I mean? Get some systems in place. Get an onboarding system that when you get a new client, you got a checklist of certain things that you need from them. And the certain things that you know you got to send them. You know you got to send them the W-9 form. You know you got to send them the proof of insurance. Like, how all of that stuff ready. Or automatically you close the deal. Let me go ahead and have this handy, ready to go. I'm going to send them over a copy and have this stuff together. Like, these are all systems that you got to take your time and learn how to do. And again, if you brand spanking new, you ain't going to know. You're just not going to know how to do this unless somebody shows you and teaches you. That's why you need to be in a networking group or a coaching group. And that's why I told you in step 2, you need a mentor. Some type of mentorship. And with the mentorship, hopefully it's some type of networking that comes with it too. Like in Clean Business Network, when you join, you not only get the coaching, you not only get the course, you not only get the software, but you also get that networking group where you can ask other people, you know what I mean, like what their thoughts is on certain things. How do they handle certain situations? And most importantly, that you can share your wins with, because I'm going to tell you now, it's lonely when you're building a business. If you go out and you get a new walkthrough today, you want to celebrate so bad, oh, I just got to walk through. You know what I mean? You cold call and you found an opportunity. But guess what? It's really nobody to tell. You call and tell somebody, like, they don't care. Your friends don't care. Your family don't care. And they don't understand, really. You know what I mean? Versus you come tell us in the Clean Business Network, we going to be cheering because it's like we know what that is. We know how hard that is. And guess what? You get a walkthrough, you might not even close the deal. That's just an opportunity to bid. That's still not a guarantee you get the contract. Then if you get the contract, you still not getting paid probably for a few days or maybe even a month, depending on the payment terms. So it's just like, you still want to celebrate those small wins, though. The fact that you got to walk through. The fact that you did close the deal. You know what I mean? And it's like, so you need people that you can congregate with that understands your issues and your day to day and your wins. You know what I mean? So definitely, like, you know what I mean, I gotta go back to that one. Like, definitely get you some mentorship and definitely join some networking, and then also create those systems, put systems in place that will allow you to operate your business the way that you're supposed to operate it professionally. All right. And then my final mistake that people make, and then, again, these just random 10 that I came up with, because it's like people, so many mistakes people make, but these were the first 10 that came to my mind, and it's this: you're not a student of business. All right. And when I say a student of business, I'm talking about you got to really learn every single thing about business. All right. Now, that's why in the course, like I was telling you, I teach you how to do your own bookkeeping and stuff. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to hire and fire. You got to learn management, like I was telling you earlier. You got to really be like, love this stuff. Learn taxes. As a business owner, we really not going to be specialists. We really going to be, we're gonna be a little bit of a jack of all trades. Like, you got to know a little bit about taxes, know a little bit about business management, know a little bit about leadership, know a little bit about the actual cleaning itself, know a little bit about stripping and waxing, know a little bit about carpet cleaning, right? But all of the different things that way, and sales as well. Sales is a huge one. But you got to learn all these different things. So you just got to be a student of business. Like, instead of playing music while you ride down the street, turn on how to become an effective salesperson. And watch a video on that as you're driving. When you out there cleaning, turn on, what are the biggest mistakes that cleaning business owners make, right? Listen to a video like this as you cleaning versus listening to some music. You know what I mean? Read a book on a weekend sometime about business. You know what I mean? Go to networking events. Go to meetup.com. Look for networking events for entrepreneurs and learn stuff. You know what I mean? Join coaching groups, mentorships, all type of stuff. You know what I mean? Go to score.org. You can get information from there. Go to the local SBA. Get information from there. But there's so many different resources out there for entrepreneurs, and we just don't take advantage because we're not students of business. You know what I mean? Like, be all in on it. If this is really what you want to do, then prove it. Like, be a student of this. You got to live and breathe this stuff every single day, 7 days a week. Be a real life student of business, and don't treat this jank just like a hustle. Like, every money that come in through your business is not yours. You know what I mean? Like, learn how business actually works. How do we do a budget for a company? How many bank accounts should we have? You know what I mean? How should you pay yourself? How should you structure your company? Should it be an LLC? Should it be an S Corp? Should it be a single mill? Like, what are we doing? Why should I do a corporation right now? Why shouldn't I do a corporation right now? Should we take on investors? What about exit strategy? Be a student of business, y'all. Don't just set up a company and all you looking at is what I'm going to get paid this week, and then I'm about to go spend it at the club this weekend. You living for the weekend. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's what it is, y'all. 10 great mistakes that business owners are making. And I can go on and on and on about this stuff, but I wanted to limit it to 10 for the sake of time and for the sake of this video. Hopefully this did not discourage you, and it encouraged you. All right. And it helps you to see, you know what, I do need to get it together. So also, don't listen to this just as entertainment. Take these steps and go fix them if you know you got some things on here that I said that you need to fix. Take action, y'all. And speaking of action, I said something about supplies earlier. You know you need professional supplies. If you know you ain't got started yet or you need to get started, please go to the cleanbusinessnetwork.app, scroll down just a little bit, and order you a cleaning business starter kit. It's going to come with all the supplies you need. We're going to ship them directly to your house. It's going to be commercial grade, everything. And you'll get a year free to the Clean Business Network. All right. Clean Business Network membership is usually $99 a month. But if you order a starter kit, you'll get a year free to Clean Business Network, because I want to make sure you set up properly. All right. I want you to have everything you need. You can build your website on the platform. And like I said, we're going to do coaching calls with me every single month. You got the private networking group. You got the cleaning business course that's going to teach you every single thing you could possibly have questions about. So make sure you order your cleaning business starter kit. And if you like, I don't need the equipment, I kind of already started, I just need the other stuff, then cool. Join Clean Business Network at cleanbusinessnetwork.app. I told you if you use the code, the discount code challenge, you can get the first 30 days for free. After that, it's just $99 a month, which one contract will pay for that easily. So don't say I can't afford it. Yes, you can. Your company can afford it because your company got at least one contract. And if it don't, then that's what we gave you the challenge for, the code word challenge for. So you can use the information from the course to go close you a deal within that first 30 days. And then you'll have the money to pay for the $99 a month. All right. So I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Business Network. Make sure you go to cleanbusinessnetwork.app. Join us up in there. Hopefully these tips were able to help you. And I'm out of here. Thank y'all.
This is Tom. Tom thought he wanted to buy a janitorial franchise. But the franchise fee of $10,000 to $48,000 kept Tom looking for other options. Tom knew he wanted to be a part of the $41 billion commercial janitorial industry and searched for smarter options until he found Clean Biz Network, a complete, proven, and repeatable system to wealth in the commercial janitorial industry. Developed by an ex-franchisee, A.J. Simmons, that sold his cleaning franchise and now has helped hundreds of people build 6- and 7-figure plus independent commercial cleaning companies, Tom would learn the hidden secrets, why you doing the cleaning is not a good idea, and so much more. Tom chose Clean Biz Network and is now on his way to creating his $1 million janitorial business. You could be too. You owe it to yourself to learn why Tom and so many others have chosen Clean Biz Network. Hit the button below to learn more.